down to business,
Yes.
right to the business, I want to tell you why this movie worked on so many different levels. For me, vindication. I was a high school gymnastic coach at Blackhawk High School for 10.5 years.
Oh my God.
And you stuck it to the judges. And that was the most beautiful thing because, oh my God, we had this one judge, as I said, I tell you my frustrations. We had her for 6 years, and like we'd get like 8-2 or 8-4, 8-8. She would look 8-6. I mean, for years,
wow.
They can't think for themselves. It's, you know, I mean, it drive me crazy. Yes. So you got a little bit of, so was that like a little personal thing for you? Because I really felt the digs in there.
Fantastic. It was. I've been, as a fan of the sport, I've been really frustrated by the code of points for quite a long time. And just when I loved an athlete, to see an athlete get punished by bad judging always frustrated me. You know, look at Kim Kelly with the Olympic trials, look at Andrea Rudicon at the 2000 Olympics who had her gold medal stripped because she took cold medicine. You know, just these stupid rules that really punish the athletes who deserve better.
And you know what, and also, I'm glad you had the line in there about the instant replay. Because you think about it, I mean, we're talking about rolling in the air and the littlest tiny details and the difficult level of some of these tricks. And sometimes I've seen judges not even looking.
I know.
They're not even looking, and it's just like everything is judged on what did we just see for 1/2 of a second?
I know.
It's just, you know.
It's absurd.
They really, you know, do you think that'll ever be put in with
They're slowly experimenting with it now at the World Championship level. They're starting to introduce it into judging. You know, judging is in a big transition right now, so it's the perfect 10 is no more, gone. So now this movie's the love letter to the perfect 10. They're moving into 14s and double-digit scoring now, and hopefully it'll benefit the athletes. They're still having growing pains. Nobody quite knows what's going on. But yeah, I think instant replay is a must for this sport. Absolutely.
Yeah. We used to tell our girls, there's only one sport in gymnastics, or there's only one it's the all-around. There's the fit. It's all the only thing it was in there. It was always our favorite line in there. But this is, I mean, this is really beautifully shot too.
Thank you.
I mean, it's a fast-moving shots, great camera angles and cranes and so forth, and the kaleidoscope shots.
Thank you.
So I mean, was that as I sit here and talk this entire interview, because I'm really glad that somebody showed the sport and not only being beautiful, but I think it had a fast-moving style. Was there a lot of decisions on how you were going to shoot these things?
Absolutely. Darren Okada, who shot Mean Girls, shot this movie, and we had a lot of conversation about how can we make this like an action movie for teenagers? How can we really shoot this so the sport is as exciting on screen as it is when you're watching it live, rather than that, you know, that static wide shot that we're so used to from sports coverage. We really wanted you to get into the sport and really feel it. And thank you. I'm glad we succeeded.
Okay, the biggest challenge though is you have. I'm just amazed to find out that of course your actors are not gymnasts.
I know.
So I mean, and it's like for just even the little things. When I found out Missy, like, I mean, even her, like, when you're doing dance moves and so forth, I really thought that she was a gymnast.
Yeah.
How did you get these girls into shape so fast?
Well, we had them working out 6 hours a day for 4 months, which was brutal on their bodies. They were sore every morning. They cried every day. I mean, it was really tough, but it really paid off. And then when we were casting the doubles, we didn't just go like, oh, put this stunt double in. We really went for body similarity, and it was a big needle in a haystack search.
I was watching it because I said, okay, and I was like, is that? And I could never tell.
Yeah.
It was just absolute great doubles in this case.
Thank you.
And so
We did the doubles, and the actors really trained together to try and get their movements as similar as possible. You know, the double was a lefty. Missy had trained right, so she had to do a lot of cramming to get that in. And then we really did a lot of camera tests with angles to make sure, hey, how can we cover this well so the audience doesn't feel cheated? I don't want anybody to be pulled out of the movie because we didn't do our homework and, you know, the double suddenly revealed. So we really paid a lot of attention to what angles would really service, you know, the flawlessness and the seamlessness of connecting the actor with the double.
And I know that a lot of high school programs have been dropped because they can't afford the insurance.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty much no more.
Totally.
So was this one of the highest insured movies? You know?
It probably was. I know there were a lot of tricks. You know, the girls actually trained harder tricks than they were able to do in the movie. And sure, you know, Missy could do double backs off the tramp, and they were like, no way. You know, it's too much of a risk.
And I have to tell you that the one thing you nailed more than anything else in this movie was that gymnasts are total witches. They were the meanest, evilest creatures that I've ever had to work with. But,
I don't know about that, but thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed the movie.
Yes.